was this one, which is like almost like a violin design. There's a company out there that makes something like this. In this case, the machine heads are installed like an upright base. This one has a truss rod again, but when it works well, you don't really need it. It's pulling from the center of the headstock instead of from the top of the headstock, just like an upright base. It looks cool. I can make them again. This is another custom shop piece that I make. The headstock's thicker, so it doesn't move at all. You don't get any flexing out of it. But again, you'd have to go out and buy a new base from me, which would cost you a lot of money, and it takes me like years to make because I'm so behind. So thinking and thinking and thinking, I decided, well, I'll make a new machine head. That maybe if I make a machine head, I can control where the string comes out and then tighten up the headstock. So I have two bases here to begin with. I'm going to show you, which is they're identical bases. This is what you call basically a P base, standard P base, one piece neck. You know, I'll plug it in. Okay, let's see here. All right, so we plug it in. Oops, I'm going to turn it down so I don't clip out. Sorry. Why this is a lot louder than that one. Alright, I have two identical P bases. One has my tuner modifications, the other one is this one here. The first thing you notice, I'll tune it on my tuner, but it's A. I tuned it before. D, okay. You know, these tuners, like, they stink because, you know, you go past the note, you come back, you try to hit the note, trying to find a note. You stretch the string a little bit, and you're back to where you were. So you go past the note, you come back, but guitar players have everything in the world. They make everything for guitar players. But bass players, you know, they don't get much. So I'm here to save the day. So here's basically a P bass. Now, a standard P bass has, yes, a string retainer, which does that wonderful thing of pulling up on the string. You can see it on an angle. It's like exactly what it's doing. See how it's pulling up here? And of course, it's a standard P bass, so grab the headstock. You can't see it, but if you could, the headstock's actually vibrating. Actually, this is so bad I can actually grab the machine head and make it go bad. Just by grabbing on the machine head. So you got that problem. So by that headstock vibrating like this, it's killing your notes. Dead spots are caused by a couple different issues. But this is also putting so much tension on this truss rod. It just keeps getting weaker and weaker and weaker. You tighten. But eventually it stops working and you have to go to like some professional to have either the truss rod re-threaded or they take the bullet out and put more nuts in. My design really takes away a lot of that tension on the neck, so your truss rod will function better. They're also more precise in the tuning, which drives me crazy when something doesn't tune. When you pass it, and then the strings, see how the strings wrap around each other? You know, they have wraps. So the strings wrap on top of the other string. So every time you pull, it pulls itself into itself. So if I pull real hard, out of tune again, because every time it's pulling, it's stretching. You know, you have these wraps, and the wraps are crushing each other. A company like Godo, they make HAP tuners, height adjustable. You need wrenches. Everybody loves wrenches. Sprizzels are great. You know, you need, you know, you tighten the string and it locks, and you know you can position it a little bit, but you don't have total control over the position. The other issue is they don't retrofit right on what you already have, which is you need an open gear. Actually, I'm going to make every single gear for every bass that's available, so you'll be able to buy anything. Because tilt backs have the same problem. Actually, I hate tilt backs even more because they actually cause more problem, and people just learn to accept it. So if you have a tilt back headstock, meaning that it's glued on with a scarf joint or a three-piece neck that goes back, it's like 12 degrees or 14 degrees, like a Les Paul headstock. It's pulling even harder on the neck and doing more of the putting the bow in there, the warp. So this bass, we'll play a little bit. Oops, can't see it. Uh-oh. That note's gone. I don't know what that note is. It's two notes, not just one. These are all dead spots. Now, people say, oh, it could be the frets. Well, actually, it's not the frets, because I'll show you something right now. Hear this note? That's the worst one. So that's your 8th fret. The 8th fret on this bass is the worst. Okay? What I'm going to do now, I'm going to change the tuning. I'm just going to drop it down a little bit. Just a little bit like that. Well, not a little bit, but a lot. But watch. This note is now going to ring perfectly clear. Like there's no problem. There it goes. 8th fret, same one. A little buzz, that's fret buzz, but so tune it back up again, gone. So that proves that it's not the frets, it's actually the problems caused by the note